Hi, this is Jack Stanley, and I just wanted to talk for a few minutes on the monarchy of England. You know, the monarch, the current monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, has been on the throne due to the death of her father, 1952, but her coronation took place in 1953. Now, that is over 60 years ago. I have spent my entire life knowing about just one Queen of England. All I know, all I have known. She was Queen when I was born. If she's very super healthy, she might be Queen when I die. But the thing is, when she was coronated in 1953, amongst the great pomp and circumstance, think of who was doing the coronation, who was in charge, what was the style. It was post-war England, after a terrific war, and the coronation was set up, handled, administered, and controlled mainly by people of the 19th century. Most of the people involved were born in the 1860s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And I think of that because when the Queen eventually passes on, the indication is it's going to be a while before that happens. The new king, her son, will be coronated and controlled by a group of people born in the 1930s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. It'll be very different. I would imagine the ideas, the sense of modernism, the sense of multiculturalism, even the sense of things like political correctness, which I don't like, might come into play. And there may be a great difference for the first time in the creation of a new reign of a monarch. Just something to think of because 1953 is a long way in our history. I mean, it goes back a long way. Um, that was the beginnings of the Eisenhower administration. It's when Harry S. Truman was leaving the presidency. And the thing is also that, at that time, who was one of the major players in that coronation, walking closely behind the Queen, was Winston Churchill. Churchill was born in 1874. He was nearly 80 years of age at the time, but a great deal of the people in that coronation were all of the same vintage. You didn't see too many young people involved. So after 60 years, and if we can use the Queen Mom as a judge, the present Queen may live well into her 90s, might even reach 100. Maybe she might abdicate. Charles, the Prince of Wales, who has been waiting for, gosh, well over 60 years now to become king, may predecease his mother. There's a chance for that, possibly. And if that is so, then of course his son will become king. But all said and done, it will be interesting to see how the modern age has affected the ancient age, because the coronation of a monarch in England, of course, is a very structured affair that has not changed much in hundreds and hundreds of years. Perhaps the last time we saw such an ancient ritual might be with the crowning of Queen Elizabeth II. Whoever becomes king, be it Charles or William, it will be a fascinating mix of modern, ancient, and standard ritual mixed together. I think it'll be very, very different, and in many ways, very similar, because I would imagine that they will follow many of the rituals that have been followed since Edward the Confessor. But that is to be seen, that is to be found out when it does occur, which might take place during my lifetime, and again, it might not. So, depending on how long the Queen lives, which at this point she is hale and hearty, and having served, going into her 61st year, she's moving close to Queen Victoria, who holds the record of 63 years plus. So we will see. Just something to think of, something to ponder. What will the modern age do to ancient tradition in this age of multiculturalism, in this age of instant access, in this age of the internet, in this age where everybody knows everything right away? Will there be Twitter accounts constantly stalking about what's going on during the coronation? Or will it be internet free? It'll be interesting to see that a ancient ritual will come clashing with modern society. And so till that day comes, it's fun and interesting to ponder. So just a thought to bring up, make you think, let you ponder the ideas. Probably yourselves, like me, have known only one monarch of England, unless you were born before the 1950s, you would know that. Otherwise, there is but one, and a leftover from an age long, long ago. So, till the next time I think of something to talk about historically, this is Jack Stanley. Take care.